Sarah Jane, and otherwise known as Cards and a Cuppa, and I'm here with day 43 of my Craft Room Clear Out series. I've got a lot of stamp sets in my craft room. Some of them are really old, but they're all perfectly good. So I'm working my way through them at least once before I get rid of them. Some of them I might have to keep though. Anyway, most of them I'm going to get rid of once I've used them once, because I just don't have the space. Anyway, if you're in the same boat, let's get some old stamps out and some of the stuff in your craft room, some of your old stash, and use up some of it and make something with it. So today I'm using this stamp set called Funky 4, a lovely stamp set, and I'm going to make 3 tags. So I'm here with my cuppa, just finished work. It is currently, what time is it? 5 o'clock in the morning. So I've got coffee and I've got ink and I've got pens and I've got dies, and we're going to make some tags together. So let's get started. So my colour combinations for today are these sort of pastel-y colours, these more autumnal colours, and these that I would call Halloween colours. So Elegant Eggplant, Mossy Meadow and Pumpkin Pie, Perfect Plum, So Saffron and Strawberry Slush, Midnight Muse, Garden Green and Real Red. You can use any colours you like. I just thought it would be nice to do 3 different sorts. The other thing I've got is these Little Inca stitch tags. I have had a look. Little Inca has gone out of business, closed, whatever. So I can't see these available at the moment. However, and there are lots and lots of tag dies. So this is a fairly substantial size. This is the biggest one in the set, and it is 3 inches, or what's that in centimetres? 7.5 centimetres by about 4.5 inches high, or about 11.5 centimetres. So I'm going to be using that because I want to get the mushrooms right across the bottom. So that would, you know, I need a decent size. But yeah, I mean, any tag would do. Or even if you wanted to just hand cut a rectangle and just cut the corners off it, that would make a nice tag as well. I'm going to start with thick white card. And I'm going to trim it to height to start with. So let's just put my tags on there. Now, what did I say? About 11.5. So I'll give myself a little bit of wiggle room. So I'll cut that to 13 centimetres high, which is just about 5 inches, and 9 centimetre sections, or about 3.5 inches. So I'm going to start with the mushrooms, add those to a clear block, and now let's do the Halloween colours first. Use the thick end. There's a thin line and a thick line on these pens, and use the side of the brush tip to colour in each part that you want in whatever colour it is you want. So I'll just I'll speed this up a little bit so you haven't got to sit here and watch me colour it in. So yeah, we'll just work our way through colouring through these images. Once you've coloured all of them, so the purple will dry out by the time you've got to the end. Once you've done that, then you're going to huff on them to re-moisten the ink and then stamp. But I'll come back to you when it's time to do that. Okay, so all I'm going to do is breathe, just huff on it and re-moisten the ink and then stamp it as normal. Lovely, and that will go across the bottom of the die like that. Fits in perfectly. I'm going to do all the stamping first. So for the next card, I'm going to use the tree and the flower. And then I'll do the mushrooms again, I think, for the third card, for the third tag. Clean off the mushrooms as I cleaned my stamping chamois the other day. Okay, so I'm going to stamp these and I'll come back to you when I've done all the stamping. Okay, so I stamped the first bit on this a little bit wonky, so I continued on with the flowers slightly skew-if. That means I can then die cut them so that they sit straight. So if you're wondering why I stamped them all funny, but that's why. So I'm going to add that and the little hole to the top. I'm going to use a bit of post-it note tape to hold them both in place to stop them slipping when they're in the machine. And then when I die cut the next one, these will stay together, so the holes will be in the same place on each tag. So I'll go and die cut those out now and I'll be right back. So I'm going to die cut the sentiments. I'm going to do Real Red for this one, Lovely Lipstick and Elegant Eggplant, and that will coordinate nicely. These are the dies that I've got. They're clearly besotted ones, as you can see. So I've got Friend, Congrats and Hello, and I'll just die cut one from each and pop them on the tags. So these are super fine, these dies. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use my multi-medium mat and a sponge on a piece of scrap paper and add the adhesive to the back that way. Alternatively, I could have, if I thought about it, put double-sided tape on the back of this card, but I'm not going to redo it. I'm just going to go with the matte, multi-medium matte, and work it like that. It should be fine. We'll soon find out. Perfect. So I'm going to get a scrap of paper. I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to put a bit of the multi-medium on a clear block. Don't worry, even if it dries it will come off, it's fine. And then I'm going to hold this so that it doesn't slide and you don't end up with glue on the front, hopefully. If you do, it'll dry clear anyway, this stuff. And then I'm just going to add that across my tag. Lovely. And then obviously I've got glue on that, so I'm going to fold it over so I don't get glue on the front of this one. Now, where am I going to put this before I put my glue on? I think I might just overhang it like that. That would be fine, wouldn't it? Silly. Lovely. I've lost the little eye. I'm sure I could find it, but I think what I might do is put a little enamel dot or a rhinestone instead. Just pop this away. Okay, so I'm going to make this pink one into a card, and I've got a lovely lipstick card base. So it's 10.5 centimetres, I'm just scoring at 14.8. And I've got a little bit of pink stitched ribbon here. So I'm going to fold it in half, feed it from the back, and then thread the ends through, which would just give me a little, just a little bit of ribbon on the tag. Now I'm going to add it to the card with foam pads. I've got a roll of foam tape here, so yeah, I do think I might have to get some more foam pads actually. I used to get them in the pound shop, but now the pound shops have all gone. I'm not sure where to get them. I'll have to take a trip to a craft shop sometime soon. Anyway, I've got enough for now. It's the bigger ones. I've got little ones. I just need some of these sort of bigger size ones. Okay, and I'm just going to add that down the side. I like that, happy with that. And then I'm going to leave these ones as tags. So I've got some longer lengths of ribbon. I've got some elegant eggplant, I think this is, ribbon. I'm going to just tie a bow in this today, but obviously I would just tie this around the handle of a gift bag or a cello bag full of whatever. It would be nice tied onto a clip on the milk carton that we made last week. There's a video on my YouTube as well for that. And I don't forget I need to add a little eye for the friend. And then I've got some of this, I don't know what you call it, cross ribbon. Again, to tie onto a gift bag or something. Obviously you could use any sentiment die that you've got, as long as it fits on the tag. I think anybody would be happy to receive one of these. There you go. And I need an enamel dot, and there's one here in plum, so that will work. I think I might go with a little heart. That might look cute. Oh, lovely. And so that's today's project, using the Funky 4 stamp set to make these 3 gift tags, along with die cut sentiments and matching ribbon. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well, where I've got short versions of these projects. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.